that is instantly something is wrong, something is going on. So I think we have all seen Reesa Teesa. She has taken the entire, at least nation, by storm. So I'm only on part 18. However, there are a few things that I do want to talk about when she talks about there were so many red flags, but she was not available to pay attention to them. So, firstly, she talks about how he would promise her all of these things, right? However, she would never receive them. She would never receive these things. And she talks also in the beginning about how intoxicating it was for her to be provided for as far as financially. He was taking care of her finances and making sure that she didn't have to pay her rent and things like that. Now, they went and looked for houses several times. He had her test drive several cars, right? But she never received the car that he was telling her would be best and suitable for her. Now, up till part 18, right? She got like a Nissan, I think, or something. It wasn't the X7, I believe, or the Q8 that she was test driving and wanting and being told this is what will be best for you, right? So she ends up getting this car and she is paying the car notes. He is not. And I really wanted to address this and talk about what hopefully this is teaching ladies around the world as far as when a man says something that should have some weight to it, right? Growing up, I have always known and been taught that a man is only as good as his word. If he cannot keep his word, he is no good. He is no good because I can't believe what you're going to do. You may tell me something, but if there's no action behind it, I don't need to be there. In short, I don't need to be there because you are unreliable. If a man is unreliable, there is no legacy that he is creating. There is no plan that he is giving you or providing you with. There, you don't even know if he will pay the things that he said he would pay for, if he will provide the way in which he has said, because he is showing you who he is. And this is one of the main parts that I love to teach women is rather than telling him the game plan, the playbook of how to get you, you sit back and watch and let him show you who he is and what he is made up of and the type of man he is. Is he a provider? Is he not a provider? You know, is he of his word? Is he not of his word? And with him saying all these things to Reesa Teesa that, you know, you need to have this, we need to get a house, this, that, and the third, and creating scenarios out of thin air and lies that made it impossible for her to receive the houses that she wanted or to get the car that she wanted and things like that. That is instantly something is wrong, something is going on. And depending on the type of woman that you are, either you will find out while being with that man or you're going to find out without being with him. Now, I'm only on part 18, okay? So I don't really know the full gist of it. I think it's like over 50 parts, right? And I saw that she had an update video for after the fact. Haven't gotten to it, haven't watched it, right? But the gist is you want to know, is he doing the things that he said he was going to do? Is he, you know, some guys like to say, I want to take care of you, right? Are they? Let him show you who he is. And this goes into the dating and courtship phases. This is before marriage. You want to know these things before you walk down the aisle and say, I do. Now, if you are in an arranged marriage, that's completely different. That is on your parents and his parents to make sure that this works the way in which it needs to work. But as far as you going out in the world and dating, you want to make sure that he is a man of his word. Now, I also wanted to point to how she just felt like she was financially taken care of. She was secure. However, there was something going on spiritually, mentally, and emotionally that she was not being fully fulfilled. And although he was financially taking care of her, right, as most people think, a masculine man will financially take care of me. He's not only going to take care of you financially, he's going to make sure that you are good spiritually, emotionally, mentally. There won't be any kind of games such as her ex-husband was playing. Like, oh, I'm going to get you this and then snatch it away from you with some kind of situation, right? He will be sure that you know the plan. You know, after this happens, then this happens. Once this happens, this happens. And this is what I am planning, not only for myself, but for you as his woman, as his wife. The plans, or if you are dating and courting, this is how I plan for this to go. He's not going to tell you when he plans to propose, but he's going to tell you what he's planning for you. Like, I want to make you my wife. I want to make sure that you are secure. I want to know what your finances are so that I can take them over and you don't have to pay this, so that you can be comfortable and continue to live beautifully and fulfill all of your wishes and dreams without the stress of the finances. As far as emotionally, he creates space for you to be able to be emotionally taken care of and good. Now, men and women communicate differently, and a lot of times we get it confused that they aren't emotionally taking care of us. And that's a lot to go through in this one video. So I'll put it shortly that they create the space for you to be emotionally and spiritually good. It is our responsibility to make sure that we are emotionally, spiritually good, but it is their responsibility to make sure we are fully covered from head to toe. Okay. So if a man is not creating that kind of environment for you, that's not a masculine, divinely masculine man. Okay. You want a divinely masculine man that you are fully covered, fully taken care of, and that there aren't any holes within the relationship of binding with your husband. With them, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like the only thing that bound them were finances being taken care of. Like everything else, all these other fingers that are loose, it was missing emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Something was missing. And so this is something that I hope that if you see this video, that you can go forth and allow him to show you who he is. And if it does not meet your standards, it does not go according to your values, that you are okay with that and you can move forward and live your life to be seen by your actual true king. All right, I love you. See you later.